Okay, so in the z equals 0 plane, which is just the xy plane, if you're in 3 dimensions, it's just the xy plane, where z equals 0. This equation is ax plus by equals d. X-intercept occurs when y equals 0. So the x-intercept would be the point d over a equals 0, right? I should have said that's, those are the xy coordinates, right? Well, you know what? In 3 dimensions, we've got 3 coordinates. What are the x, y, z coordinates at this point? Here's z, here's y, here's x. Z is 0, right? And the x and y coordinates are d over a and 0, right? So that means that whatever this thing is, the point d over a 0, 0 is here. Okay? Well, that, of course, that's the x-intercept, right? I didn't get the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is easy. You're just going to let x equal 0, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be x is 0, but y is going to be d over b. In 3 dimensions, that's 0 d over, that's right, 0 d over b, 0, right? Okay? So these are 2 points, and this is a straight line in the xy plane. This whole line is on the graph of this plane, because if you let z equal 0, this is the line you get. It has these intercepts, so you're stuck with the whole line, right? Okay? Okay, well, let's just let x equal 0. We get y and z intercepts, right? Well, if x is 0, then we're confined to this. If we want the z-intercept, we've also got to let y equal 0. So the z-intercept would be d over c, right? So this would be y z equals 0 d over c, right? Now that's for x equals 0. So that gives us the point 0, 0 for y, and d over c for z. Okay? Then letting z equals 0, remember x is confined to 0, we get y equals b over d. D over b, I'm sorry. Well, we've already got it, haven't we? Matter of fact, this point has to lie then both on the line we get if we confine x to 0, which will be this line, because in the yz plane x is 0. I've kind of missed the point, but you get the idea. Okay? And if you can find y to 0, just to confirm things, your intercepts are, and you can work this out and reason it out yourself, but if x is 0, z, well, y is 0, now if x is also 0, z is d over b. And that's in the y equals 0 plane, so y equals 0. Sorry, y equals 0. Y equals 0 is this plane. And you have the point 0, y is 0, x is 0. I've got it backwards. No, I don't. Now I've got my picture messed up. Y has to be 0. If x is 0, x and y are 0, z equals d over c. Not sure why I wanted to keep writing down d over b, but that's this point, isn't it? Because y is 0, we've assumed x is 0 in order to get the z-intercept. So we have this point. And then, if we let z equal 0, well, y is also 0. And that's going to give us d over a 0. So y is 0, x is d over a, z is 0. That gives us this point. Okay, now it might be a little overcomplicated, but it gives us a really simple picture, and we can visualize this plane pretty easily by ignoring most of this line, most of these three lines, and just looking at this triangle in relation to the coordinate axes. This gives us a pretty good picture how this thing sets in the XYZ plane, doesn't it? Okay?